Good morning, everyone. So today we are discussing about the source code management, as in Git and the GitHub and other things. Okay. So the first question comes in where the use case, like the use case as in the source code management, right? So what happens at once upon a time, like I didn't know about the Git and all. I used to share the code to my friends or anyone with a pen drive. Okay. So what happens? Let's say if my friend changes one small change, okay, I'm supposed to hand it over in a pen drive. And let's say I made a change, I need to get a new copy and then do the changes and all. So this whole process is a mess basically. So to solve this, there are solutions came in as that's called source code management. There is something called SVN and Subversion and Git. Yeah. Yeah. So these are all I know, but there are something like Puffos is also there. No, Puffos is not so. Okay. So SVN and Subversion and Git, these are all the names I heard of. Okay. I worked on SVN and Subversion. They are little messy. They are not straightforward. There is some trunk and tag concept and all. All over the things, Git made the concept very easy. Okay. So, and this Git was introduced by Linus Torvalds, none other than our Linux founder, because he has a similar problem where he is not able to work with any of these solutions. So he started working towards it. Okay. So the use cases as it, I want to I want to store my code.
That to also explain pros and cons of SVN and then come to Git.
For that, I'm supposed to work on SVN, right, Shankar? It's been a long time.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a second. Okay. So one application we are looking for is to store my code. Second thing is to store my changes, incremental changes. Okay. So let's say if I'm making version one is somewhere around 100 KB. Okay. I don't like, let's say I made a change. It's version two. Still it's somewhere around 101 KB and version three, 103 KB. Okay. I don't want all these to be like some 300 KB and all. I want max the changes. You take however you want for the changes. Roughly 100 plus 50 KB. Okay. So, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. But what happens when you're working with very large set of files, right? The Git will start throwing out some issues.
Is there any maximum limit that Git allows? Do you
Uh,
have that?
no, not sure of that. But what I heard is like if you are working with a large set of code base, right, it might start throwing out issues. Yeah.
Hmm.
And also collaboration. Where I want to, yeah, where I want to work with my colleagues or someone where I would like to work with their changes and my changes, both of the changes. Okay. So to be there. And also history, as in, let's say I made a wrong commit, wrong changes. I want to revert back. Okay. So for that, I need to store the history and revert back. right? So these are all the use cases of the source code management. Since I didn't work on SVN or Subversion, right, I'm not able to do a comparison though. We for these use cases, we are looking for a solution called Git. Yeah, and there is something called GitHub and Bitbucket and GitLab. Okay, so Git is a software which does all these things, the commit and all other things, but it's just a local. I mean, all the changes would be local and all. You don't have. You might need to set up a remote to work on this thing. Okay. Just a second. So you might need to work on a remote to make sure of these changes. Okay. Just like let's say if I made changes, it will store in local and all. But let's say if I want to store somewhere remote, like to store to say share it to my friend or someone else. So we need these solutions, either GitHub, Bitbucket, or GitLab, or you can build your own. Like there are third-party Git services as well. Okay, so let's start with installing Git. Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned, like who are attended Linux, like they would be knowing what is this x64 and ARM. So this is the type of systems, like this is the type of hardware you're working on. Okay, so the Mac mostly it would be ARM 64, Windows would be x64. It depends on the type of hardware you bought in. Most of us people we do work on x64. Okay.
Dattu, are you installing Git on Linux machine?
No, no. I'm right now. It's Windows, right? Yeah, I can show
Windows.
you.
Huh? Okay. Yeah.
I think it's already installed in mine, but can do it. So this is your editor, guys. So use Vim Notepad text visual code to for the default Git editor. Okay, if you're comfortable with Vim, you can go ahead. Yeah, what would be the default branch name? Usually it would be master or main. Yeah, I'm just going with the default options. That should be fine. Yeah, this is the one change where merge related changes. Like I'm doing a fast forward or merge. I'll explain what is this. Yeah, you can store your credentials also. Yeah, looks like I don't have. Okay, since Shankar asked about Linux, okay, so this is a putty I connected to a Linux machine of mine. Yeah, I'll increase the font. Yeah, so I hope my screen is still visible. So this
Yes,
is
visible.
yeah, this is the Linux machine. Okay, so usually it would be just following the same standard. So we do sudo apt update. It's gonna take some time. Yeah, sudo apt update, and you will follow the same thing. Sudo apt install git. Yeah, it's already installed. This is there. Okay. So now, like, let's say we install Git. Okay. As I told, the Git is local. We are connecting to a remote. Okay. As a Bitbucket or GitHub or GitLab, anything. So in order to make changes from here to remote origin, okay, we need to set up a connection from here to here. Okay. So I'll do one thing, like we need to set up a connection there and then we can work on the changes. Okay. And all our repositories also, they do store on the remote thing. Okay. Let me do one. Yeah, this is my Git. Okay. What I'm doing. So I'm going to my settings. So here we have the SSH. Yeah, I think most of you people are aware what is SSH. So SSH is like you are trying to communicate with a third-party mission, Linux mission with port 22. So even the Git also, it's a kind of a mission, the remote mission. We are trying to send out the code and store it out there. The communication happens in background, but we need to set up the SSH key. Okay, so if you go to this one, so they will give you the step how to set up the SSH. So generating a new SSH. Yeah, this is the one. Search keygen hyphen T. Okay. Let me rename to my email. Okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not taking input. Let me try it again. Yeah. So all my SSH keys will store in .ssh folder. So I'll see if there is any keys already. Okay. Like looks like there is no SSH folder here. So what will I do? I'll rerun the same command what they give. Okay. So SSH keygen to generate the keys hyphen T. We would like RSA type of key 4096 hyphen C. I gave a wrong email, but okay. Yeah, it's asking for passphrase. Like you are having a public key and private key. Passphrase is like additional security. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, this is what it's done. So ls hyphen la I'm here. So yeah, so I have my public key and private key. So I'll show you the keys because you're not supposed to expose your private key to anyone. I'm gonna clean it up. Okay. But anyway, I'll show you the ID. Yeah, it's very slow. Okay. Cat dot SSH. Yeah, 1 second, guys. This being very slow. I will do one thing. I can spin up terminal here since that is being very slow. So this is a PowerShell terminal. I'll go for git bash. Yeah. CD enter cd dot ssh. Okay. Cat id underscore rsa. Hmm.
The two cat command is used for to show the content inside the file, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a view command in so like it's like opening a text in Linux. So we are using the cat command to see the IDRSA file. So if you ask, we can go ahead and go to that location also. That's fine.
Okay.
So the private key, the OpenSSH format private key, okay, which we are not supposed to show to anyone. So we do have a public key here. Cat. So this is my public key where it will come with the my whatever the email ID you provided, like it's the label. So what will I do? I'll take this. I copied it. Okay. Yeah, I'll open here. Yeah. So my key is there now. I can do the similar way in Linux also. Okay. So I gonna mess up my key. So lsltr dot ssh. So there is a different format here, ed255. Okay. So if you go here, this is RSA, and here there is a ed also. Yeah. RSA is like a old format. Like we do have this one, ED25519. So this is a new version of keys. So you can set up any version of keys like as per your requirement. Okay. So yeah, the ED one is the legacy one. Okay. So what will I do? I delete these keys. Okay. Same thing. SSHegen. Uh, what's the command? Yeah. Hyphen D RSA hyphen C. Let me check for Linux. Okay, I'll try this format here. Yeah, it's saying asking to override. I said yes. So what happened now? If I open .ssh, I have my new keys. Like, no, it didn't override. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Yes. Yeah. Now it did a overration. Okay. So what will I do? I'll check these content. Yeah, this is my private key and this is my public key. So what will I do? I'll take a copy of this and I'll go here and looking at the time, I think I cannot cover entire thing today, but yeah, I'll see. So here we have something called repositories. Okay, so I'm creating a new repository. Okay, you can set up any template if you want. So I'll say my repository name is okay. So here I can mention this repo is for Zoom. Okay, so this is what public and private. So private as in no one else will be able to see this. Public, everyone can see it. Okay, and we can keep it private and we can add the collaborators also. Yeah. If you are an organization, you're working, it's you will keep this one in a private and git ignore. So if you are working on Python, you can add a Python format, Python git ignore thing. So what happens, whatever the DLLs or whatever the output files they come in, right? So some things we are not supposed to come in, we can add it under here. Okay. And this is licensing. This is a different thing. Like, let's say you're publishing a software. What people can do, they can use it freely, they can sell it out or not. All these things will come under this licensing. We will discuss it about, like, maybe if we are discussing about open source, right? So we will discuss it that time. So I'm keeping it none. And here the default branch is coming as a master. So create repository. Okay, so people can see the repository, but they might not be able to code. So here, if you see, we have two things, HTTPS and SSH. Okay, so I'll take this SSH copy and okay. For some reason, my Windows being very slow. Damn, there is a copilot is auto activated. I think that could be the okay MKD here. Guys, don't mind. I think my Windows is being very slow today. I'll explain it in Linux in a second. Git clone. So whatever I copied this is such. So what is it asking? This is my Git bash. So I can show you again. So I opened a Git bash and I'm trying to do it again. Um, Git clone, whatever I copied there. So it's saying you are trying to connect it for the first time or you want to continue. So this is my live session. So CD live. Yeah, if you see what it's showing is you are under the master branch. Okay. So now what we can do, we have like three to five different steps which we usually supposed to do. So one thing would be git add. The first command would be git clone, git add, git commit, git push, git pull. Okay. So these commands, you use it regularly, you will get it. You will get it. Remember. Okay. So one would be git clone, git
Git status as well.
internal.
Git status as well.
Yeah, git status. So git status, git commit. Yeah. Other than this, we have other commands as well. We will go through that. So, but your day-to-day activities, we will include this. Okay. The first command, we are spinning up repository for the first time. Repo setup and git add. So let's say whatever this repo we committed, right? Okay, let's close this. Yeah. Whatever is the changes we made here, we can go through that. Okay. So, and we can add a new component. Yes. Yeah. I'll trust these orders and yeah, in VS Code I opened it. So we have the additional functionality. So we don't need to run the commands manually, okay? But we can do it here itself. The source code here is there. But for our safety, like I got used to do the manual way. But once we are good with the manual, we can do use the source control plugin here. Okay. So this is my readme. Okay, this is my git ignore. So what will I do? I'll add a new file, index.html. Yeah, let me generate it. Okay. I just generated a file. Okay. So I create like basically I generated this file through ChatGPT. So why I'm doing it now, I can see here the color code, right? The background color and all other things. So are any text changes and all, we can see it clearly. Okay. So go to terminal here or the git bash, anywhere is fine. So git status. So this is one thing. So where we see like if we added any file or if we made just a one line change, right? So we can see it here. What it's saying is I'm not able to track this file index.html. It's a new one. And your branch is up to date with the origin and master. So origin here is something called remote. Okay. And so what we do usually is we do the things locally. And then once we are good, we will commit to remote. So now what I'm doing, I'm adding it, git add index.html.
You can also give git add star.
Ah, yeah, so one more thing is there. So we can add git star dot also. Okay, touch row.txt. So I created two dummy files. Okay, so what I can do, as Shankar mentioned, I can do git add dot. Okay, so it will include everything. So all the files will come up to our git commit. So why it's showing green is like you are trying to do it in commit stage. Okay. So what will I do? I don't want these two files. So I'll restore it. Staged. Yeah, this is it. I'm committing only new file index.html. I'm not committing anything. So git commit. So here it is. So like let's say we are trying to commit this one. Okay. So we have something called staging area. We are doing adding and the third part is commit. Okay. So git commit -m. So this yum stands for the commit message. Okay. So what exactly you're doing? So git commit message, it will stay on your history. So a proper commit message will know like, okay, why you are doing this change. Simply you will mention what line or what code you're changing. Okay. Created new HTML file content. Yeah. So first time it will tell you that you're supposed to do this. Okay. So because it should know who is doing this change. Okay, because the owner it's trying to define. Okay, so I'll do the commit message again. Git commit -m. So yeah, it said the lines changed 33 instructions and git status. Okay, so if you see now your branch is ahead of origin by master one commit. Okay, so let's go to the diagram once. Okay, so we have this is staging area. Okay. And what we did a add, right? Git add and git commit. And once you committed, you're taking it forward, right? So once it committed, it's in a stage, let's say phase one. Right? And this is remote. Let's keep it here. Yeah, what basically it's saying is, see, your local is in next version. Okay. Because you added some files. Okay, let's say it's in version one. Okay, you added some files and then you committed it, but you this local it's still in the same form. Yeah, this is all local and this is remote. So why we are worried about it? Because all your changes are staying here. Let's say if your laptop gets deleted or anything, or your laptop got crashed or anything, your changes will not go anywhere. They will stay in your laptop and you might lose it. So what's the suggestion is, if you have a Git repository kind of thing, it's better to store the changes in remote. So what we'll do? Yeah. So what we'll do? We will do it remote into here. So through Git push. Okay. So in order to bring it to up to state with remote, so we need to do Git push. So that's what it's saying. Your branch is ahead of master by one commit. So Git push to publish your changes to your local commit. Okay. So if I go here, yeah, I don't see any changes. So now what will I do? As this guy mentioned, so we'll do Git push. Yeah, and little detail here. So what it's doing, enumerating objects, four objects are there. Okay. Counting objects, 100%, 1/4. Delta compression using up to 20 threads. So what it's doing a compression of the data. Like whatever, whatever the changes are there, it's doing a compression and writing objects to github.com. Okay, so local master to remote master. Okay, so do a reload and I can see this file index.html. Okay, so I suggest like if someone is learning here, like just now I started learning coding and all, you give a try. Like you do it as part of your day-to-day thing. Store your code here regularly. So that's one suggestion. So you will be little comfortable with day-to-day using Git commands and all. Okay, so yeah, and here is the commit message. Yeah, this is the commit details. Okay. So in this 33 lines changed, and this is my commit ID, copy full SHA or commit ID. Okay. So if I go here, we have something called git log. So here we can see, okay, this is my initial commit and this is my new commit. So head, this is what mentioned. Head is like a pointer where we are currently. So we are at this one. Okay. So now let's go and open my HTML file. Yeah, this is my HTML file, index.html. Yeah. So if you see this HTML, right now it's in blue color. Okay. And we have the list of items. So in the next phase, what we'll do, we will make one more change where we will change the content and we will change the color type. Okay. So go here. So this is my welcome to my live search. Okay. This has a green background. Okay. And what is it? We are seeing color as white, background as blue, right? So what we'll do, we will pick up green and commit it. So this time what will I do? I'll do use VS Code. I can do the same thing. So here it is. It's simple. You can stage the changes or unstage it. So I'm staging this one. And yeah, I can see here Git status. I staged this index.html modified. Okay. So there is some one command called git diff. It's not showing anything. So, it's not showing any changes. Okay, one second.
I think it won't show after staging.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
already pushed it, right? So it won't show any changes.
Okay, let me, thank you, man. I'll do unstage and okay. Yeah, now it's not staged. Like, let me try git diff. Okay, index dot. Yeah, so git diff mentions what is the exact changes you are doing. Okay, so I'm changing this blue line to green line. I am deleting a line and I'm adding kind of thing. And we change, this is my old data and this is my new data. So all these set of changes, diff command will show you here. Okay. Um, so as what will I do now? I do the git add and git status. Okay. Now the next phase would be git commit. Git commit. So what exactly I did here? Updated heading text and change to green color. So change the background to green color. Just a second.
Dattu, is it necessary to give message all the time? No, right?
Uh,
Not
yeah,
required.
we are supposed to give message every time in commit message. Okay. And do we, yeah, message is compulsory, mandatory, but it's not needed that I am supposed to give proper a message like this. It's a good practice. Okay. So which line you changed or anything, right? That's a good practice to learn. So it would be the same thing now. So go back to our diagram. So now if you see here, this is one. And now if you see here, this is first commit and yeah, so this is the initial commit. Okay, and this is like, what is it like? We added our HTML page. Okay, and third one would be we change the color to green. Okay, but our remote still is in the same second one. Okay, so second commit. Okay, so what do we want? We want remote to be updated on the like every time. So that's why what we do. So we will bring remote to here. That would be git push. Okay, and I didn't. So so um yeah, now I am getting this message, commit messages. I can go to my history and see this. So this is what now comes in as in branches, as in like, see, I'm making all the changes to the master itself. Okay. So before going ahead, I would like to test it proper. So what I can do, I can create a branch here. Yeah. So, or I can create it locally. So what, so this is what branch, new branch. So let's call it QA.
So you are creating QA branch out of master.
Yeah, QA branch. Okay, so now your QA branch is committed. So what we'll do, we will do a git pull. So git pull basically fetches your changes, any master side changes anyone is doing. So it will fetch it. So it's saying there is a new branch, git origin slash QA. So if it's mentioned origin, it is staying in remote. If it's not mentioning, it's a local one. Okay. So git checkout QA. Okay. Now what will I do? I will change the here color to some color or text to something else. Okay. So I'm here. Okay. Hello. And text would be okay. I'll do a quick commit. And if you see here, right, VS Code, it is showing the live session. This is the QA branch and all. Okay. So I want to stage only index.html, and the staging would be updated, changed to BG yellow color. And here we have something commit and push. So for now, I'm doing a commit. Yeah. And if you see here, right, the VS Code, this is what it's showing. So like, how is your tree structure, right? This will show you. Okay. And so fetch from all remotes, pull, and yeah, here it's showing the origin QA, it's in cloud. That means it's in remote. The QA, it's local. Okay. So all that things it is showing. Yeah, VS Code has this Git inbuilt functionality. We can just analyze the data from here itself. Okay. So now going back, let's test it our color. This is the yellow color. Now, so what I'm doing here, I'm in QA branch. I'm retesting the changes. Okay. So I'm saying like, boss, all the QA changes are looking good. So we are good to come. So what we do, we do protect the master branch every time. Okay. So here branches. Yeah, collaborators, we can add any people or a group here. Okay. So yeah, classic branch protection rule. Okay. My branch name is master. Require a pull request before merging and require approvals or not. So we can keep. So this status checks, signed commits, these are all multiple options. Okay. Uh, so require allow approvals.
So when it
Create.
is protected, we cannot make changes directly in master branch, correct?
Yeah, we cannot make changes. So do a test. So what will I do? I'll change the branch to master. Okay. And I'll make a couple of changes. Demo. Testing. Demo branch. Demo changes. Yeah. This committed. Okay. So we can push it from here itself. Let's do it. Yeah, here it is. There is a push button. Oh, it's taking. Did it push? 1 second. Okay, it pushed it seems. I'm not sure why. Wait, the changes has not been properly.
So for merging, we kept a rule, but to push the changes, I think we didn't
Yeah, we
put any
didn't.
option there.
Any idea where it is?
Um,
Restrict creations, restrict update. Okay. Yeah, somewhere it is there. The rule set. Okay, I'll recheck once. Let me test it once. Okay. So yeah.
hmm.
Now it's refusing guys. So what happened? We created a rule. We are protecting the master here. Okay. So in the rule set I mentioned, I restricted the new changes, restricted the updates and all. Okay. Uh, if I want to commit it, I'm supposed to do it via pull request. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll check code. This is a command git check code to switch the branches. Okay, so what checkout says is your branch is in different context ahead of the remote. So I'll do git keep push. Okay, so we are supposed to create a merge. Okay, so I'll go to pull request.
Merge.
Here it is given, or I'll create a new one here. So from where we want to push, the base is master, and we want to push it from QA. Yeah, this is what the changes: green color, yellow color, and testing changes. So we are doing a. So here we in the pull request, we need to put all the changes. Why we are doing this? If you have a Jira, okay. Purpose of this. So we are supposed to keep everything here, and labels assignee. If you have assignee, we will keep, and any other things like the Jira related things and all, we'll keep it here, and we'll do a git pull request. Okay, and here, okay, the web editor in the kind of conflicts to resolve the conflicts. Okay, so now what happened is there is a merge conflicts. Okay, so this is an interesting topic. Now, if you see here, see this is the master, right? And this is your QA. What happened in master? We try to do some demo commits and all. Okay, if you go here in the master, so a heading test to green color is there. Testing demo changes. Okay, so we did demo changes. Okay. What in QA, what we did, we changed the whole context, right? So if you go to QA, yeah, so we did a green color, changed to BG yellow color. Okay. So so now master and QA, they are not in sync. Okay. Master is in different direction. Your QA is in different direction. Okay. And you want to, yeah, here it is. So you want to merge the changes from here to here. Okay. That is a problem because your index.html has two different set of files, demo and local color. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to like this is called merge conflict. Okay. You're trying to merge this one into this, but it won't work because if you see here, you can see it line by line. Okay. This is what the pull request says, right? Yeah, what you can select a web editor or command line to resolve the commits, the conflicts. Okay. Yeah, this is the conflict. Okay. So what happened earlier, like this yellow line and all, this is not a problem. Okay. My earlier commit, QA commit has this. Okay. What is this? Testing the line. Okay. My master has no line of the such things. Okay. Green color. Yeah, this is what my QA has testing and no demo file, demo string. So here we don't have testing, but we have a demo string. So this is two set of changes, okay, which are coming conflicting each other. So yeah, what we will do, we want to uh, yeah, we want to resync it. Yes. So what will I do? I cannot do it here. I need to. So now it's looking clean. So I removed and I wanted to keep whatever I did. I just kept that thing and mark as resolved and commit merge. So we go here. So what we did, we bought a different set of change here, merged one. Okay. So including all the changes. So we did a merge. So that will go here. And this is the demo change. So, and this is your merge, and merge will go here. And this demo changes, there is one more head. Okay. So now if you see, yeah, it requires a review. So what will I do? Anyone has GitHub account here? Guys, anyone has GitHub account?
SSC.
Yeah. Can you give me your email ID, man? Let me see.
Just a second.
So what happened? I kept a rule that I need at least one approval to proceed forward. Okay. So due to that, it's getting stuck. So let me see. And I cannot approve my merge commit. Like that's against the rule. So or let me change the rule. That's okay. We will change the rule back. Okay. So rule set. Yeah. Required approvals. I changed to 0 and go here. Okay. Let me open a new one. Okay. Let me close this. Yeah. I think this is still in enforce. Let me remove this rule. Next time I'll get my own second account so that there won't be any issue. Yeah, man. This is. I think this got stuck. Like that rule is still being applied somewhere. So basically, this is once it is done, right? Your merge will happen to the your main branch. So this is how we do the changes in production. So all the changes will not go to the main branch directly. What we do, we will make couple of changes in our test branches, and then we will push it to master. Okay. So what will I do? I'll try to make this repo little better tomorrow. Okay, so that we can work it out. And tomorrow I'll plan one more session. Maybe I can recheck the branching strategies. We can discuss about branching strategies and how to go back to the particular commit. Like we have multiple commits, right? If we want to go to this one, how we can go back and all. And yeah, there's GPG changes. There's a bunch of concepts we can discuss. Yeah, I guess that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Any questions before dropping off?
No.
Yeah, I think there's no questions then. That's fine. So yeah, in case if you have any questions, you can come back. And if anyone is using Git for the first time, at least you can create a GitHub account and come back. So you can give it a try. And if anyone wants to contribute tomorrow, like they can also make some changes. It's better if we can have a collaborator. If not, that is also fine. So we will try to discuss tomorrow around 10 a.m. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Yasin.
Thank you.